I don't know what happened, but yeah, that's all I can say. I don't know what happened. I couldn't, even with my 4G, I couldn't log in, couldn't do anything. So I apologize for the rough start. Shit happens. It's the way it goes. But I wish it didn't sometimes. Anyway, good morning. We're at Starbucks, right near the moat. And if the windows were a little bit cleaner, I would like be streaming right next to the windows, but they're not. But there is a nice outdoor area there. It just doesn't, they don't have a plug for the laptop, and I wanted to have a plug for my laptop here. Good morning, Mr. Steve. Good morning. Anybody else out there? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you feel me? There we go. So we're still in Chiang Mai. There you go. We're still in Chiang Mai. We're gonna be here for another night, and then we're taking off back home for Christmas Eve. Usually we don't do much for Christmas. We'll probably have a nice meal. Maybe we'll have, you know, a gift or two to give to the kids and to each other. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm not going to be walking around today. I just listen. I'm burnt, man. I'm burnt out. I don't need to be walking around. I've been getting my steps in every day. Walking around this place. We've moved hotels several times. We're moving hotels again today. But I wanted to talk about a few things. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? It's actually right now. It is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. The feel like is 72, high of 85, low of 64. You know, in the early morning and later at night, it's cool, and you might need a long sleeve shirt. I've been wearing a long sleeve shirt off and on, but it's warm now, so I don't really need one. Very little wind, and the visibility is 29 kilometers, so that's almost 20 miles, which is, I find that hard to believe, but is it 20 miles? Yeah. 79% humidity. Richard, thank you so much. Hope you're all right. Everything's going well for you out there where you are. Andy, how you doing? Thank you very much, Richard. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, I don't want to be a grumpy old man. I don't want to be the Grinch. And even though, you know, Christmas is different here, all right, you know, Merry Christmas, ho, 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 and all that stuff. Figure I should get with the program. You know, the wife has been saying, don't be a grumpy old man. You're too grumpy too often. So, anyway, I got a letter the other day. I was going to do a video about it. I still might. And it kind of relates to us traveling and perhaps moving somewhere like Ecuador or Portugal or the US. And, you know, it makes me think, because there's a lot of things here in Thailand that I love. There are some things that I don't particularly like. But I got a guy who sent me a message, and this guy's been, listen, this guy has been watching the channel for a long time. He's an American guy, and he moved to Thailand in 2015. So he's been following the channel for probably 10 years, as long as I've been online. And I don't want to be too harsh on him, because that's my initial thought, is that I should jump all over him about stuff. Now, I believe I've talked about him before. He is the guy he's an older gentleman. He moved over, and the first thing I said to him was, don't get seriously involved with a woman, any woman, until you've been here for a year and you speak some of the language. Just don't. I mean, you stretch it out as long as you can. I understand things happen, oh, she's so beautiful, I just can't let her go, I don't want anybody else to have her, so I gotta hook up with her, She's too good to let go. But try to stretch it out for a year. I also said, don't move to Pattaya straight away. Just don't do it. Go there on weekends, have a good time. Go wild. The Pattaya is where old men go wild. Now, he didn't listen. Of course he didn't. And I'm like, all right, it's, another guy don't want to listen. Okay, I understand. I don't listen to people. I got to find out on my own, right? But he moved to Pattaya straight away, and what did he do? He got a girl straight away. Then he's complaining because he's giving her money. He's complaining because she works a job, but he's giving her money. And I'm like, well, she's got a good job. Why are you giving her money? I mean, okay, be the man, throw a little cash once in a while. Oh, I'm going to buy you these pants or whatever. Do something like that. He doesn't do that, apparently. So he writes this message. It says, moved here in 2015. I would like to go to the Philippines. Farang are not really wanted here. They make that clear every day. Well, they didn't make it clear to me. Well, they made it clear they want money. They always do, but what place doesn't? But the Philippines wants your money. These people want your money. They want the money of the Filipinos. They want the tourist money too. So what's the point? You're jumping from one frying pan to the next. I'd say go over there, have a good time. See what it's like. If you really believe you can move there, go ahead. But Thailand ain't that bad. That's the thing. It ain't that bad. Now, they can be irritating, but guess what? When you go back to America, if you're an American, there's Americans that are irritating. I mean, I don't get the logic anymore. And I've come to the conclusion, I probably don't think 100% like an American anymore. And when it comes to Thailand, I definitely don't think 100% like a Thai, but I do think a little bit more like a Thai than I did when I first came here. And so I'm kind of in between cultures, and I don't understand why you would go to Pattaya, a place that you're not familiar with, you don't speak the language, and you would find yourself a woman that you're actually going to give money to every month, unless it's a pay-as-you-go, which it wasn't. But Merry Christmas. You know what? Hang on a second. I don't know if I can do this. It's a little dark today. Anyway, I think about these things, and what are you gonna do? That's the reason why. That's the reason why I stopped doing the Chowderhead videos. People don't listen. They don't want to hear you. They want to hear, she's beautiful, she's a wonderful girl. 2 days later, he finds out she's got 14 boyfriends. Better than here, way too cold now. Fun talk, dinner and show was a good night out in Chiang Mai. Okay. Don't move back to the US. I just watched the video. Highest tax in the Western world for what you get. Crap. I don't have any plans of moving back there. If anything, I may go back there for a month or two at some point in my life, but I don't know, maybe 3 months. But can tell you I don't want to move there. And I don't think it's the same. And I know you can go there and have a great quality of life. And, you know, I know that it's not always bad. But I think overall, it's not what I want. And then I think in Thailand, I think about this guy talking about going to the Philippines. I'm going to go to the Philippines, it's better. I don't think the Philippines is better, actually. I think you're faced with a, excuse me, oh man, my eyes been watering all morning. I must have allergies or something. There's a hell of a lot more poverty that's in your face in the Philippines. You want to go out to an island, guess what? You might get hit by a typhoon. I mean, okay, so that's not a reason not to live on an island, but island life takes some getting used to. And I don't know that I'd want to go to the Philippines and live on an island. I'd probably rather live, you know, on the coast somewhere. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that this guy's talking about going to the Philippines. I've been talking about going to Ecuador. How do I know Ecuador is any good? I don't. That's the thing. I don't. I have no idea. And then I think to myself, is it really that bad here? No, it's not. It can be frustrating. It can be irritating. But no, it's not. All right, let me show you something. I'm going to bring you guys over. Let me see if I can do this without wrecking things. This is a nice Starbucks here. Let me I'll carry this. All right, let me turn it around. They do have a little outdoor area here, which is quite nice. They got a drive-through here. Well, that wouldn't bode very well for the longevity of the marriage. You know, but you see, I mean, they've kind of got the view blocked, which is a shame, but then again, you got all these wires in the way. I wish they would figure out some way to, like, move some of these wires, because you can have a nice view from just about everywhere. You know, I mean, it's pretty nice. Hey, do me a favor, leave a thumbs up, guys. If that's not too much trouble, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is a nice Starbucks, if you look. I'm on the second floor, obviously. And the first floor, I'll just give you a quick look. It's nice. I noticed that the Starbucks in Chiang Mai tend to be quite large. All the ones I've seen are pretty big. You see, they got all kinds of room here. You know, they got the usual sweets, the usual snacks. The usual everything. They got a community room here. Now, obviously, one guy marrying a Filipino and finding out she has 2 kids that he didn't know about, you would think he would have found that out by physical inspection. But, you know, I mean, upon further inspection, usually you can tell if a woman has a couple of kids Maybe not in some cases, but you know, those kind of things, they don't happen all the time. I'm not trying to slam Filipinos, and I'm not trying to slam Thailand, but I think deciding to jump from one frying pan to the other, especially if you haven't been there and you haven't spent sufficient time there, I don't know. I mean, even, you know, me and the wife going to Ecuador, or the kids and I, if we were to, okay, for a trip, fine. That's one thing. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays and all that good stuff. Ho, ho, ho. How you doing, Johnny? Here's Johnny. Anyway, you know, we could go on and on about this, but I just thought that his message kind of, you know, now part of me wants to go, are you out of your mind? Oh, I'm gonna go to the Philippines. It's so much better than Thailand. No, it's not. It's not that much better. Now, okay, they speak English. But you know, if you're gonna come to a country that speaks a foreign language, learn to speak some of the language. I mean, don't be lazy. And I know people that are extremely lazy. Yeah, we're pretty good, can't complain. I think Nicholas is working tonight. He comes back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. We have Christmas Eve, we have Christmas, we'll have a nice little Christmas dinner. But you know, and then to say, oh, foreigners aren't wanted here. Now, I don't know that I would put it that way. I think I would put it that the government is very pro-Thai, and they're gonna do whatever they can to keep it that way, even if it makes living here difficult for foreigners. Now, if you got a little bit of money, it's not that difficult. It's simple. You got a little bit of money coming in, and you know, you got enough to live here, it's pretty simple. Now, one thing somebody asked me the other day was, oh, how much do I need to live in Thailand? Well, it's like, you know, how long is a piece of string? I mean, you know, how blue is the sky? I mean, I guess you could figure that out, but you know, I go back and look at some of the old videos where I'm like, $500 is nothing. You're living a subsistence lifestyle. And so, if you come here and you got enough money, at least to get your visa, and you can take care of your visa. If you have enough for that, then if you don't have enough to live here, I mean, you know, you're talking about, for guys are living here off of next to nothing, but if they're living here for $1,000, I would say $1,500 is like, would be the minimum. If you're a single guy. But if you got $1,500 a month, you're good, man. You're good, unless you're not going, you know, unless you're going out every night, you know, blowing it on booze and broads. If you do that, then forget about it. Now, he also wrote another message and said, the problem is that Thai women with college degrees who are working in department stores and restaurants are no different than the bar girls in their general moral principles. That's just bullshit. You've been living in Pattaya too long, buddy. I'm sorry, I got to call you on that one. That's not true. I mean, some of the girls there, you know, they're looking for, what do you think they're doing? They're looking for to do the George Jefferson, the Wheezy Jefferson. If you're an American and you're older, you know who that is. They're trying to move it on up. You understand? I mean, I understand. They will steal your soul if you let them. Okay, so don't let them. Decent Thai women are few and far between. Okay, but aren't decent women few and far between? I mean, women could probably say the same thing about men. Now, what I wrote back to him was this. Nobody said finding a decent woman is easy. It is possible, though, if that's what you want. Pattaya is probably not the best place to find one, though. Hey, guys, I got 5 thumbs up. That's it? What's going on? Do me a favor. Leave me a thumbs up. Do me a solid. Ridiculous. You know, I'm getting some honestly, I know it's Christmas time and there's not a lot of people around. But, you know, it doesn't take much to leave the thumbs up. Don't be lazy. That's a good one, Johnny. Well, you know, then don't give the money. Here's the thing. Don't give more than you can afford to give away or lose. You know. That's why if I ever give to somebody on the street who's begging, I only give what I can afford to give or what I think is in my, you know, in my wheelhouse, so to speak. There are plenty of good women out there. Are you a good man? That's the other thing. And nobody thinks about that. You know, at the end of the day, you got to be nice. You got to be, you know, at least nice to your wife. You got to be, you know, a decent human being. If you're an asshole all the time, then, you know, what woman over, especially there in Pattaya, what woman there is going to, there's too much competition. There's too many guys there. Chick will just go, I want another guy. I'll go find another one. And that's the other thing. You know, the women know they don't have to be with you. What do they have to be with you for? And I've been through all spectrums of, hey Bruce, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. I've been through all spectrums. I mean, I've been, you know, in the beginning I was with girls that didn't have a pot to piss in, and I went to their place and I was like, oh my God, you know. And then I've been with some that were quite well off, you know. And, you know, you just don't, you can't expect it, you know. And for him, he seemed to expect to, you know, they're not going to fall all over you. That's not how it is anymore. This ain't the 60s. This ain't the 50s where you're an anomaly. You're just like everybody else. You might think you're a little snowflake, but you're not. Merry Christmas to all, and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You too. You know, I keep thinking to myself, why is it I just don't care about Thanksgiving and Christmas anymore? I just, you know, it's because I've been away from home. And after a while, you know, I mean, I forget when is Labor Day, when is Memorial Day, I remember July 4th, but I forget about these things. And, you know, it becomes a habit. You know, when the kids were little, we used to go hog wild. We'd get them all kinds of gifts. But, you know, we're talking about gifts that weren't that expensive. I mean, you know, we'd get them 20 different things, and they'd go nuts. Now it's like, oh, I need this, you know, effects pedal and it's the super duper one, you know, and it's that kind of stuff. It's a little bit different, but you know, it's just like our birthdays. Our birthdays, it's like, okay, what happened? What happened there? What's going on with my equipment? Let me see here, hang on. How do I do this? There we go. All right, back to normal. Haven't been using the gimbal as much, haven't been, you know, streaming as much. And I like to go out and walk. It's a little bit cloudy now. The clouds are starting to come back. It's a bit cloudy. I don't really want to walk around. My feet hurt from walking. I need a good foot massage and foot spa. Steve and I have put the steps in, man. We've really put the steps in. We walked all around town and gone to 50 different coffee shops. I think this will be the, let me think here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this will be the 4. God damn it, what is going on? What's going on with my gimbal? It's, everything is fine here with the power. Hopefully this will stay, because if it doesn't, I'm screwed. I don't have my mini tripod. I sometimes need a foot up the bump. Well, my wife seems to think I need that all the time. I'm not doing any Christmas stuff, just gonna cook some good food and watch football. Yeah, how much walking have I done? Well, the other day I got, you know, I mean, I haven't done as much as when I was doing the walk across Thailand, when I was doing the walk from the north to south. But, God damn it, what is going on with this thing? Hang on a second, maybe this is it. This is frustrating. That's the way it goes. Hopefully this will stick. I did almost 21,000 steps the other day. Last night I did about 13,000. Day before I did about 16. Yeah, I've done that before. It's kind of different. I gotta be in the mood for it, just like I gotta be in the mood to have someone touch my feet, touch my body. I gotta be in the mood for it. I mean, you know, some strange old lady who's gonna give me a massage, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'll be cooking today. So, Merry Christmas. Don't want an option. Went to friends for Thanksgiving. Christmas can be alone. $1 million. It's $1 million. No, it depends. It really depends. You're talking anywhere from, if you're lucky, maybe $500. I mean, you know, I known guys that had apartments that were, well, I knew a guy who had a $5 million place, and it didn't have a pool. There was a pool in the complex, but there wasn't a pool in his place. But I've known a couple of guys, they had, you know, 80,000, 100,000 bought places, and you know, they got a pool in their complex, but you don't need to pay that much. I mean, this place, I'm sure if you look around, you can find a place for 10,000, 15,000. There's a little pool. It's not the greatest place to stay, but you know, what do you want? If you're asking about price, then obviously, you know, you want an idea of something reasonable. If price were no object, then you wouldn't be asking. Yeah, a million different prices. I want you to say definitively on camera that Thailand is paradise. No, I won't. It's paradise to you. It's not paradise to everybody. But Merry Christmas. I hope it's still paradise for you. It is not paradise to me, and it is not paradise to many people. So, now that I've said that, But thank you for the dough, Mr. Briggs. I appreciate it. What is it with this? Now, I may say Thailand is paradise if I wanted to, like, for clickbait. It's the greatest paradise on the planet. I don't know that it is, and I don't really believe it is. Not in my eyes. In your eyes, yeah. But let me ask you something. Are you in Thailand now? Are you in Vietnam? Or are you back in the US? I'm curious to know. Because my question is paradise really for everyone? Or is it just for those who can afford to be here, or who have some in to be here, or whatever it is? Because you really, if you think about it, why would paradise be open to everybody? I don't know. I guess if you're religious, maybe heaven could be considered that, and it would be open to every good person. I'm enjoying Chiang Mai. It's different, and actually I'm growing to like the place, although I will say that just like Hua Hin, just like Pattaya, this place is far more busy, and there's far more traffic than I can remember. Living near a beach in a rainforest and a waterfall is paradise. Bangkok is not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, if you can live out there in those places and you want to, then yeah, okay. I mean, there are parts of, listen, there are parts, and I've said this a million times, there are parts of Thailand that are definitely paradise. But add in the government, add in living here, and okay, it could still be for some people, but for me, I look at it like there's a few too many social ills here to call it paradise. I mean, you could say the same thing about Colombia. You could say the same thing about Vietnam. You could say the same thing about Ecuador. There are places all over the world where you go there and you go, oh my God, it's the most beautiful place on earth. And I know because I've been to some of them. I am seeing my family in Tennessee. I'm on a plane to Medellin for a few months and live in paradise forever. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you're going to move here and live in paradise forever. You know, in your opinion, it's paradise, and I don't have a problem with it. Have you ever visited? Many, many times, Leonardo. I've been to Singapore many times. Yeah, I kind of like Chiang Rai a little bit better than Chiang Mai, but you know, Chiang Mai is a big area. Yeah, I think the problem was the gimbal. You know, it's a big area. You got plenty of places to go. So to say, and what I was telling Bo, I don't know about living in the city because it's so busy and so noisy. Listen, I woke up this morning to a bunch of kids singing and then some lady speaking in English to teach them English. It's next to the hotel. The other day, we're staying at this hotel, very nice hotel, but it's on a busy street, very noisy. So if you don't want the noise, you probably got to get out of the city. And, you know, like I keep saying, there are places that you can go. I mean, I go back home and go to my parents' place, and it's fantastic. I love the place. And, you know, there's trees surrounding the place. You can't really see in and see, you know, the yard and the property. You can't see it. It's a very nice house. So, I mean, it's fantastic. Is it paradise? That's the thing. What is paradise? I don't know. And to me, I would say even their place, it's about as close as paradise as you can get. But like for me, paradise, I don't know. I got my own idea about it. It's, you know, deserted beach, not that many people around ever, but close enough to where there are some people when you want to go. What is paradise? Maybe a perception of well-being or a lifestyle, or is it just a feeling of contentment? Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so Andy Briggs, if you're still listening, what's your idea? What is your definition of paradise? Yeah, it's paradise for my father. Yeah, for sure. That's the question. What is paradise? That in itself could be a whole stream. What is paradise? You know, is it for you? Is it in the jungle? Is it in the city? Is it at the beach? Is it in the mountains? Is it the desert? Where is it? I know people that, you know, I mean, I used to live out in the desert. I know people that they love the desert and they wouldn't go anywhere else. Now, I will say this about Chiang Mai. The weather's fantastic. It's great. Especially, you know, this time of the year. It's awesome. North or South Phuket would suit me. Away from main tourist areas. Yeah, I lived in Phuket. But I lived in the tourist area, so. And you know, after I lived there for a year, and I was happy not to continue living there. Oof. Leonardo, you hit me with these questions. This is like a whole video. Most underrated city in Thailand. I'd have to look on the map. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, you know. And then what's underrated? You know, is it because someone doesn't know about it? Or is it because it's a sleepy little town? What is it? You know, that's a very difficult question. One that I'm not going to get into in this stream. But it is a good question. So I guess Andrew is no longer listening. I think that's probably what it is. It's a feeling, it's a vibe. Yeah, and that's the thing. Okay, you know, like, what did he say here? I'm gonna live in paradise forever. Okay. You're gonna live in paradise in a little village, or where are you gonna live? Is that the paradise? Because, you know, if that's your perception, you're going to be with your girl out there in the village, and you're just going to be dealing with the Thais out there, and, you know, with the chickens and the rice farming. And okay, some people love that, and I've done that, and I can tell you, I got bored with it. You know, I mean, it was okay. It was an experience. It was an experience. That's what it was. It did not meet my. It did not meet my criteria for being, oh my God, this place is paradise. And it was a nice little village, and it was clean, and people were great. I mean, it was nice, but it just didn't something. I'll put it this way. Larry Holmes was a very, very, very skilled, excellent fighter. Muhammad Ali was the same. However, he had the it. He had the it factor. He had it. It was something. There was something special about him. Same with Sugar Ray Leonard. Same with Tyson. He had it. You go to some village up in Isan somewhere, and for me, yeah, okay, you can have a great time. It can be fantastic. It can be really good, but it doesn't have that je ne sais quoi. No. Thailand's paradise for many, many reasons, but in contrast to the high price. But see, you're looking at America as being the shithole because of the high prices, the stress, and robot life. But not everybody lives that way in America. And I can tell you that because I know quite a few people, they're very happy in America. Now, I don't want to go back because I don't want to readjust. I don't want to have to, for me, I've been gone so long, I don't want to readjust. You know, I think I would get, well, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So, sorry. Sorry for you, because you'll be waiting for a long time. And at this point, you're like trying to push me, and it's like, are you doing it just like to fuck with me, or what are you doing it? Because it doesn't matter, because I'm never going to say it. I already told you what I think. And you need to accept that, which is, if it's paradise for you, good on you, buddy. I mean, listen, I've been to Samui and I thought, oh my God, this place is awesome. I've been to Krabi and I thought, wow, this place is awesome. But for some reason, it just didn't, it just didn't, something didn't sit right. Phuket, beautiful place, great place, you know. To go to the village with my wife for 3 days and I'm on suicide watch. I'm sorry to hear that, honestly. Yeah, I think 2QA is correct. Paradise can be in any place on the planet at any time. Listen, I was working my ass off on a boat in the middle of the Bering Sea. Okay? And I remember the time we stopped at some little place and we had to offload some stuff and unload some stuff. And, you know, it's like freezing cold out. You know, you got gloves on, you're all bundled up, and your lips are chapped, and, you know, it's just... And I'm thinking to myself, you know, at one point I'm like, oh, well, you know, you got to get the work done. I'm just thinking about the money at the end. And then I don't know what they were. I guess they were walrus. They come up. They're like right there by the dock. And I'm like, oh my God, wow. It's really nice. You know, it's incredible. All right. Then when we go out, I'm standing on the bow, looking around, and there's ice. What the hell? I can't even think of them right now. I don't know if you call them glaciers, but we're surrounded. There's ice in the water, and there's a bald eagle flying around. And I'm cold, and I'm looking out, and I just thought, man, I may never have this experience again. This is awesome. You know, it's something that sticks with you. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But like that in itself was something that I'll never forget. Going to Kokut, I'll never forget that. That place was incredible. Now, you know, the fact that we were staying in a 5-star hotel and it was, you know, it was a villa and you had your own little swimming pool and the kids were there with us and, you know, it was a family thing. And, okay. You know, that helped. I mean, you know, I remember the first time I went to CASHAPP. I went with a chick. I just come to Thailand and I went with some chick. I had the most incredible time. There was nothing to do. Well, you know, there were things to do, but... yeah, that should be nice, Wesley. Taiwan is nice. I've been there. Chuck was just there. My wife was just there. Nice place. Yeah, so I mean, for me to, I can't even say, excuse me, I can't even say that, you know, maybe I've been in Bangkok at times and I've thought, this place is incredible. I'm trying to think where, or, you know, exactly what's going on right at this minute. Oh, this is the best thing. You know, you're like at your happiest that you can be, just from being in an environment. Yeah, well, you know, also 2/4 Asian. I lived in a village, and what I remember is every morning at about 5 or 6 o'clock, the rooster's crowing, and then the old lady's starting to pound the sumtam or the chilies, or pound rice, or start to make the rice, and they're yelling at each other from house to house. That's what I remember. And it wasn't all that bad, but like this morning, you know, is Chiang Mai paradise, where I am right now, paradise? No. Have I been in Chiang Mai where I thought, man, this is incredible? Yes. I don't know, but I think people use it. It's like the word legend. Dude, he's a legend. And I think it's like people use that word too freely. You know, and I think the same goes with paradise. I understand that, but just because, and this is what people don't understand, just because I'm awake at 4 o'clock does not mean I want to get up and go do things. It means I sit in my house and have my coffee and relax and enjoy the peace and go online and do things or write or whatever it is I do. It's nice just to have that little time to yourself in the morning. And arguably, some of the little things, waking up, it's a chilly morning and you have a little coffee, you put a little cocoa in there, you have a really, you know, you're sitting with your dog or, you know, your dogs, or you're sitting with your kid or your wife or whoever, or you're alone, and you're sipping away and the mist is coming out. To me, that's fantastic. First of all, Andrew, I think you should worry about what you think and not what I think, okay? Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't know. I don't, what you're saying, I think you owe it to Thailand for that. Really? I think Thailand, you know, I'm glad that I get to live here, and I'm glad that the people are so nice, and that even in my opinion that the government has always been reasonable. They've always been reasonable. Now, and I know they're not always, but to everyone. Some which is warranted, some which is unwarranted. But I mean, like, to say, you know, I've been all over and done videos all over, Andrew, and maybe you should watch some of them, you know, not just in Thailand. So, again, you're not getting nothing. I'm not wavering one bit, pal, and that's the end of that. So, you believe what you want to believe. That's perfectly acceptable. I don't have a problem with it. The same beautiful places around Chiang Mai, mountains, waterfalls, yeah. Yeah, I mean, some beautiful places here. I mean, you know, I shot video. We went up to Doi Pui yesterday, and I flew the drone, and which is the first time I could fly the drone in Chiang Mai because it's outside of the airport area, the no-fly zone. You're in the center of Chiang Mai, you can't fly a drone. You got to get permission. and I didn't know that, so I didn't do anything. Hey, good morning, Merry Christmas, Gennaro, and a ho ho ho. No barista to see today. Gennaro, what is your definition of paradise? Please tell me. Please tell everyone your opinion. No, did not. And it's quite expensive. And you know, it's kind of like, I think to do the coffee thing would be like it's like a half day, 6-hour experience to be able to film it. And you know, it's like 2,500 baht, and they give you all these nice little cakes and everything, and I'm not gonna eat the cakes, and we just haven't really, I don't know, we were gonna go to Monjam today, and then Bo was like, I don't wanna go to Monjam, you know. Well, my life is with my wife. That's what people don't know. They see a 10-minute video, or they see me do an hour or two. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do it at some point. I think it would be an experience, you know. We just haven't had time. We've been running around, you know, all over the place. Thailand changed my life for the better in so many ways, so I'm going to say it here. Thailand is paradise. Okay, and I don't have a problem with that. And I'm glad it changed your life for the positive. However, one thing you need to take a look at is that in the United States is a great place for many, many people, and you should remember that, because there's a reason why so many foreigners want to go there. And it's not because they're all misguided. A lot of them, they do very well for themselves. And I'll tell you what, I did a hell of a lot better in the United States than I ever have, well, for the most part, than I've ever done in Thailand. You know. Well, my wife keeps me in check, man. Yeah, give me a name. Luxurious for $500? No. No. I'm going to say no. If you think Thailand isn't the place other people project it, there is third world places projected the same. It's about what you as an individual see. And I agree with that. You know, I mean, I love Thailand. If you were to say, okay, give me your true feeling of Thailand. I love Thailand. I think it's a fantastic place. But I only get that feeling like, oh, this is paradise. I get that feeling in certain places. I've had it in Thailand. But it doesn't go on and on and on. And I'm not saying that some people can't have that. You know, depends. Isn't paradise is to be happy in yourself first, then find your true paradise. I guess. Yeah. You got to be happy day to day. You know. Hi, Gennaro. A great meal is... Yes. I've had... Listen, come on. I know you have 2 quarters Asian where... And we might have had some together, but where we've eaten... It just wasn't that place in Cambodia, the Hard Rock Cafe. But you sit down and you have a meal and you're like, you don't want that. You don't ever want it to end because it's so fantastic. It's just... It's as close to heaven as you're going to get. But again, it goes back to, you know, just what is paradise? What's the difference between paradise and utopia? Is there really a difference? Valhalla. Yeah, mine keeps me in balance. Paradise is a pathia, go. All right, Johnny, take it easy. Drink too much. Make sure you drink too much and have a happy one. Salud. I've heard of him and I've listened to some of his stuff, and his story is quite good. Today, by the way, what is today? Friday? Is it Friday or Saturday? It's Friday. Oh, because school was open today. Friday. It's 26 days. That I've been on this keto kind of well, it's basically no sugar or very, very, very few, like under 5 grams of sugar a day, and limited, very limited, extremely limited carbs. This is 26 days. I don't know how much weight I've lost now because I haven't been on a scale in the last week. I hope I've lost another kilo or 2. This is Starbucks, buddy. If you look straight ahead, see the letters? And kind of hard to tell when they got masks on, you know? I mean, you think it's just like those cartoons. You think you come here and you think that everything is, the girl's fantastic. She takes off the mask, and you're like, I take back my marriage proposal, just like in the cartoon. How's the breath? Yeah, that can be a bit of a problem. I'm not juicing, man. I'm not juicing. I like what I'm doing right now. The breath can be a problem. You get keto breath, but it seems to be waning slightly. And I'm due in for a trip to get my teeth cleaned, and then once that happens, and I'm a little deeper into this keto thing, I'll have a better idea. It's supposed to just basically stop after a while. I mean, I've probably dropped about at least 10 kilos now. Just, that's a fair amount for me. And I don't think I'm ever going to be like a little guy. No, it's because your body is burning the fat. You get a particular smell. And my wife was like, oh, that smells different. So I had to go brush my teeth. She wouldn't kiss me. I was like, I gotta go brush my teeth, gotta go, put a little something in the mouth. Then it's okay. But only for a short while. But now it's gotten a little bit, it's gotten to be better because it's just after a while. Well, first what happens is, you don't keep losing as much weight. You don't keep dropping weight over and over and over again. But when you're in ketosis, yeah. And the one thing is I haven't been having my bulletproof coffees in the morning, and I find myself wanting more. I will say this about Chiang Mai. If you're coming here and you want to be a vegetarian or a vegan, very easy to find places. If you're coming here and you want to be on a keto diet, it's not quite as easy. We went to a place which shall go unnamed. It had the highest rating of all the keto places. And it was not good. It was expensive, and it was not good. It wasn't in Phnom Penh. It was in Siem Reap, I think. Yeah, I think it was in Siem Reap. And you know, not having the butter in the coffee, I could go right now and tell uh, the barista, you know, make me an Americano, and please, I'll pay extra for the pat of butter. Put the butter in and mix it up. I could mix it myself. They could whip it up. You're supposed to have the MCT oil in there, and I like to put some raw cacao in there because it gives it a little more chocolatey, a little more flavor. But I've been doing a couple of times. I've had an Americano and put some butter in it. And once I get back home, it'll be much. You know, the thing is, and Steve has said this, that it's not easy to keep things going like they were at home. Because at home I have everything, the refrigerator, boom, 2 o'clock, 2:30, I just put everything in the air fryer, or I just eat it raw, whatever it is, and it's done. Here it's like a constant battle to find out where to go. Now I did find a place, and I'm gonna give this place a plug. It's one guy, he's the chef. The name of the place is, why are you pushing me to say something, Andrew? I've already said I love Thailand and it's a fantastic place. I mean, what's the impetus for this? To hear me say this, which I've said things about, you know, good things about Thailand a million times. I wouldn't live here if it was such a terrible place. Supposed to have the MCT oil in there, and you know, I got a little whipper, a little thing to whip it up, and it's very good. Have not seen one yet. And this place is filling up now. But who was it? Bruce found. What was it? You order, we cook, or something like that. You pick, we cook, something like that in Tops. Yeah, it's in Bangkok. But what I was gonna say is, now I remember about the keto. The keto places in Chiang Mai, not that good. I went to a place, and I talked about it the other day. I went to a place, and there's it's like CNX or something like that. It's a gym, and right next to the gym is a coffee shop. It's outdoors. It's very cool. It's all kind of integrated, and they made bulletproof coffee, and I went all the way out there. Now, to go there from here, it's like I don't want to take a motorbike all the way out there. You know, it might be 7 kilometers away. I don't really want to take a motorbike out there, so I gotta get a Grab or an in-driver, which is another story all in itself. There's no salad. I don't know about Salad Stop. I have started to come across more restaurants that have steaks, pork steaks, and then they have salads, some good salads. And I have had a couple of salads here with my meal. Bulletproof coffee. Bulletproof coffee is just a regular coffee, no sugar. You throw in some MCT oil, which is refined coconut oil, multi-chain triglycerides, and butter. Like butter or ghee. You put grass-fed butter in there, and you whip it up, and it actually is quite good, but it fills you up. So if you're doing what I'm doing, which is intermittent fasting, you're allowed to drink coffee, tea, water, as much as you want. But the bulletproof is kind of like the breakfast to keep you going. So usually I have that every morning. I've been starting to have it every morning, and I like it. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, there's a place. It's called Thank God It's Friday. However, instead of spelling Friday Friday, it's FRY and then separate word DAY. Thank God It's Friday. And the guy makes burgers, he makes pizza, he makes all kinds of stuff, but his burgers are fantastic. And I said, listen, I don't want the bun. And he like discounted the price for me. I was like, I really don't want the bun. Steve went in and asked him, and he said he'll do them without the bun. So I go in, he cooked me, the first day he cooked me 3 big cheeseburgers, the Gouda cheese. They come with the lettuce, tomato, onion. I don't know, he doesn't do any fries. I had 3 of them. The next day I had 2. And that was all I ate all day. And maybe I had a couple of boiled eggs. I like Rocket Fuel coffee. Seriously, I like it. The good thing here is I can go downstairs, leave my stuff up here, and go get myself a coffee. Actually, that's what I should do, because I haven't had one yet. So why don't we go do that? Janara, you get to see barista, because I know you just can't handle life without them. Let me put this in here. When it gets to that part, I don't really know. I don't think it's more that it has to do with you. Maybe it is, I don't know. God, I think about that and I'm like, I think it has to do with the roasting or something. I don't know. That's a good. I need to find that out, because it's gonna bug me. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and hopefully they'll take my card. I have not been using cash here. Let's walk downstairs. Let's see if I can get a coffee with butter in it. Oh, I've had that. I've had that several times, and I love it. Okay, lighter roast has more than darker roast. So there's the answer. Drive-through. See the drive-through? That smells good down here. I want an Americano tall with some butter in it. Look at all that health food. Donuts. Ooh, they have desserts here. Check other desserts here. Check this out. Mochi custard waffle. Oh, that stuff looks good. Especially chocolate chip brownie. Boy, that stuff looks good. Yeah, but Arabica is used in most coffee. They don't use the Robusta as much. Well, I am surprised at that because Lord knows people want the rap god. I would say if you want the rap god, you want to check it out for yourself, by all means, go for it. What on earth is taking so long? Must be really busy. Got 5 people working here. At least 5 people. This is how it is in the United States. I'm not used to this in my Starbucks in the Mall Bangkok. Gennaro, I don't think there are any in Chiang Mai, although you could probably look. I'm not about to waste my time dealing with the rap god again. I've had enough of the rap god. No rap god for me. Oh, you know what it is? They got the drive-through too. I forgot about that. They're dealing with people walking in. They're dealing with a line. They're dealing with the grab. They're dealing with all this stuff. And they've got to deal with the drive-through. So that's, yeah, these people are humping now.
สวัสดีครับขออเมริกาโน่ทอแล้วก็เนยบัตเตอร์หนึ่งอเมริกาโน่ทอครับแล้วก็เนยใช่ใส่ได้ไหมใส่ได้ไหมเนยครับโอเค
There we go. Thank you. Very busy. All right. Got my butter. They're humping, man. This place is doing brisk business. Now to be able to walk upstairs without spilling it. You know, that's the thing here. Here, they're they're busting their ass. You go to the Mall Bunkaby, and they only bust their ass at for 10 minutes at a time. There we go. You are here. I'm gonna have to get a motorbike to go back. It's not all that far, but it's far enough. I don't want to go out and sweat and get all sweaty. Not this morning. We're right next to the moat. There we are right there, right next to the old city. We're at the old city. You know, this is to me, I look at this and I go, okay, you got all these people, you get the drive-through. Okay, that's cool. But all the people from the, like the Line, the Food Panda, the Grab, all these kind of, I would say it's probably, might even be better if they just have a little place that no people can come in and they serve everything right out of there. But I guess the problem is, location. So I don't know if there's a better alternative because these people, they're like, I mean, they got so much work, I'm sure, which is a good thing. Thank you. There we go. And it's even good. He put a top on it, so I don't have to worry about it spilling. They got it together here. Depends on your situation. Seriously. And basically it's about your financial situation and your mental situation, which, I'll assume is good. And have you ever been here before? This battery's not going to go dead. What are they talking about? All right, I got to hang on a second. Okay, we're good. Must drive me nuts. Let me get my butter. He hasn't been to Thailand. I would say make a trip to Thailand as a tourist. That's first. All right, so now we're back without the mic. We're just using the phone. Put this butter in the coffee. Tired of Thailand just for hand jobs. There we go. Butter in. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I would seriously consider it. You better give some serious consideration to it. I mean, honestly. There are other places that you can live, so, you know, I mean, like, maybe it's not for you. Maybe there's other places that are better. Maybe the Philippines. Maybe Cambodia. I don't know. What's going on here? Maybe Ecuador. Maybe Portugal. Maybe Albania. There's lots of places. There we go. Well, there's a huge lag. There we go. Ugh. Dude, are you for real? Really, are you for real? You're gonna come here for that? Oh my God, the hand jobs are the best in Thailand. You can't get a good hand job somewhere else? I mean, you can't do it for yourself? I mean, okay, you don't want to do it for yourself. You want to do it for somebody else? I mean, you know, you want somebody else to do it for you? That's what I mean. Where can, I mean, get some baby oil. Get some coconut oil, whatever you want. Get a girl to do it. I mean, you don't have to move all the way over here. Come on, you're not for real, man. You're a troll. You cannot be real. There's no way. Of course you're not. All right. Goodbye. You're gone. Guy just created his channel today. He's a troll, man. Come on. Well, I'm gonna go there for the hand jobs. If you come to Thailand for the hand jobs or for the sex, you're sad. I mean, if that's all you come here for, everybody wants to come to a place and they know they're gonna be able to be taken care of. But what I mean is, if that's the sole reason you come here, you're a sad piece of shit, man. Yeah, exactly. I know he's pulling my plonker. Pulling my plonker. There you go. You know, sometimes you want almond joy, sometimes you want mounts. Anyway, what a wonderful stream, punctuated by the guy coming to, the idiot who wants to come to, just the fact that he even says that shows me what a dumb shit he is. Come on, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Madame Palm and her 5 daughters. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the windows are rather dirty. They're quite dirty. And I wouldn't expect that from Starbucks. But then again, it's up on the 2nd floor. So, but you know, this is a nice, I do like this Starbucks. Very nice. Gennaro, how old are you now? Are you 50? And what the hell are you guys going to do for Christmas? I already know what 2Q Asia is going to do. Late 50s. Okay. I got it. Hey, you know, one more thing before I wrap up here. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. How many of you people, I know, well, I got my, I mean, there's no coconut oil in here, no MCT oil in here, but I got my butter. I'm wondering how many of you people are using cryptocurrency? How many have some, and how many are using cryptocurrency on a regular basis? Like, you know, you're paying for products with cryptocurrency. I'm curious to know. Anyone? Never used it and wouldn't know how. Okay. Never used it, never will. Okay. Now, running Farang, are you above 50? The age of 50? There's a reason why I'm asking. No crypto for me, no tangible asset. Okay. 45, okay. So I'm wondering, what I'm wondering is if it's mainly the younger crowd, you know, from say, you know, 15, 18 to maybe 40 that has really taken to this. Because, you know, I've gone back and forth. I told you guys, you know, I made a little bit of money off it once because it had sunk low, and I thought, oh wow, I'll get some. And then it went way up, and I made a couple $100 or something. I don't remember, $700, $400. Wasn't a huge amount. My boys have some crypto. They never usually just let it sit there, which is what you really should do. But I'm just wondering, because the Cash App allows you to buy Bitcoin. It doesn't allow you to buy Ethereum and all these other Litecoin and whatever. I have a Cash App card. Unfortunately, you can't use it overseas, which kind of defeats the purpose. But I was just curious because I've heard a lot about it, and you know, I know the price has dropped way down and slowly maybe going back up, and it's for the long term, and you know, blah blah blah. But you know, my kind of thinking is, here in Thailand, and my wife has said this, in Thailand, damn near and especially in Chiang Mai, damn near everyone will let you pay either by bank transfer, but more so with a QR code. I mean, I could put a QR code on my website for people in Thailand that contribute or want to buy something. They could pay right through my website just with a QR code, but I don't do that. But I mean, I'm saying merchants in Thailand, and especially I found here, almost, I mean, every single one, they take a transfer, they do it now. But a lot of them don't take the credit card because there's a 3% charge. So does that mean that perhaps in the future there will be less credit cards? If you can't use a credit card at a place, but you can pay with QR, now you're getting back to, you know, it's not really a credit economy, it's a cash economy, even though that's not cash, but you have to have the cash. And then I was thinking, what if the credit cards made a QR code for their credit card? So I've been thinking about all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, there's some people who are like, crypto is the only way to go, and I don't believe that, because the government can control that too. I mean, you know, there's no point to this. I'm just thinking kind of out loud, but it's interesting to me how many people have gotten rich from crypto. I'm sure there's been a lot of people who have, you know, lost everything they had, but it's interesting to me to see that maybe at some point people will go, here's my crypto card, and you pay with something, or here's my crypto, you know, I can scan from my whatever crypto platform you're on, you can scan and pay through a QR code. I mean, you know, I'm just thinking, but I find it interesting, especially when I come, you know, everywhere I go pretty much, but like I come to Chiang Mai and I'm like, man, I've only went through a little bit of cash. Most of it has been, everything's been through a QR code. I did pay with a credit card once, the same one I use down here, and that's an American account. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting. I only use a credit card as a backup, yeah. All right, well listen, we're at about an hour and a half here. It's about time for me to go, get on out of here. It's been fun, and I don't know what you guys are doing for Christmas, but I may stream on Christmas morning. I don't know. Depends on what I'm doing. May stream the day after Christmas. I don't know, but I got to go back and work on my video for tonight because I haven't done any work on it. And I haven't had a chance, and I've got so much footage now. I've got the whole rest of the Vietnam trip. I've got the Pattaya trip with the boys. I'll have Chiang Mai. I've been in the mountains. I've been in town. I've been in restaurants and numerous hotels. I could do hotel videos. I mean, I got just tons of footage. So that's what's going on. But anyway, if by some chance I don't talk to you on Christmas morning here, because Christmas morning here will be Christmas Eve back in the States, so who knows how many people will be in a stream. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Gotta have family, you know. I'm very grateful for my family. I will say that, you know. We've been in touch with the kids and even Sid the cat. You know, he's family. Sid is upset because you know, his mommy, Bo, my wife, is not around, and he gets irritated a little more easily, especially when he hears her voice. But for some reason, she likes to talk to him and rile him up, and then Alex has to deal with it. So, anyway, like I said, maybe I'll talk to you on Christmas. We'll see. In any event, have a good holidays. Have fun. Don't get drunk, but don't get too drunk. Don't drink and drive. And Andy Briggs, I'll give you a Christmas present. Thailand is paradise. All right? If you believe that, I'm going to say, I believe in you. Merry Christmas. So there you go. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay? Take care. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that stuff. Hey, check out the website for the merch and all that good stuff at AmericanInBangkok.com. And I'll have more stuff coming soon. Okay? Talk to you later. Choke D, Leo Jerk and Mai.